What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deverin. That is 3 syllables, 2 N's. And I don't know why everybody says this, but they start a YouTube channel like, hey, it's your boy. I don't know why that's like the thing people say. But I've fallen into the trap of saying, hey, it's your boy. But what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Deverin. And I'm here to bring you some information about Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Strip. And I would like to say thank you in advance for watching me, supporting me, subscribing to my channel, liking my content, and hitting that thumbs up button. It's a really big deal to me because you could be doing anything with your time, and to spend it with me is a really big deal to me, and I sincerely appreciate it. Like, I really do. So with that being said, let's get started. This is episode 3, and today's hotel that we will be talking about is the Excalibur Hotel. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Alright, so here we are at the Excalibur Hotel. Let me give you some facts first before we start with the video. Let me get a closer picture. And I think this is probably like the most themed out property in Vegas because it's so themed out. But let's get a really good shot to start. Alright, here we go. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so the Excalibur Hotel is located at 3850 Las Vegas Boulevard South. It opened June 19th, 1990, so it is 31 years old. Its style and its theme is medieval Europe. It has 3,981 rooms. Some of the permanent shows there is a Thunder from Down Under. I don't know if that was a good accent or not, but that was supposed to be like an Australian accent. So I can't even talk. The Thunder from Down Under and the Australian Bee Gees are like 2 of the shows that are permanent there. Two of the restaurants, there are more restaurants. I'll just give you 2. Some of the more notable restaurants. Also, too, when you rock with me, the kid is from New York. I talk really fast. I don't always enunciate my words. So I'm always a work in progress. So work with me as I work on myself, and I appreciate y'all for that. All right, so some of the notable restaurants are the Steakhouse at Camelot and a restaurant called Dick's, The Last Resort. Now, before we get into this, I ate at Dick's some years ago. Dick's is fucking hilarious. If you ever want to have like a way out experience at a restaurant, take them to Dick's at the fucking Excalibur. I'm gonna tell you why. So Dick's is basically what it sounds like. Well, not exactly. Let me start over. What they do, they treat you like a dick, basically. When you go in there, the service is fucking horrible. They insult you. They treat you like shit. And that's the whole concept of the restaurant, is to be treated like a dick. They act like a dick, they treat you like a dick, whatever. And some people just go there not knowing what is going on, and they're just like, why is my fucking service such an asshole? But that's part of the theme. That's part of what it is. That's why it's called Dick's, The Last Resort. So if you want to have a cool experience at a restaurant that's not like any other, Dick's Last Resort at the Excalibur is something you want to check out. All right, now with this channel, what I would like to do is take you guys on an aerial shot of these properties because they're so enormous and so huge that you hardly ever get to see the whole property. And sometimes when people come to Vegas, they don't really know where they want to stay, what they want to do, where they want to eat, where they want to hang out. They just kind of wing it, which is cool because it's Vegas, you know? So I'm going to just kind of give you like a more in-depth look of the properties and take it from there. And let me see, I got to find out who owns the Excalibur. Before this video over, I'll find out for you. Because I don't know if it's MGM I don't know if it's Caesars. I don't know if it's, I'll find out for you though. All right, so let's get started. Here you go. The medieval castle. That's a cool shot right there. Okay. So if you were coming on the strip, and it's located kind of on the corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard. So this is a way you could walk into the property, and this here is the drive. Okay. So you can either come down Las Vegas Boulevard and make that quick right into the property, and then, you know, take it from there. And yeah, and right here, this is water. So it's kind of like a little bridge, that like a pedestrian bridge that you can walk over. And so there it is. Let me give you a nice good aerial shot of the entire property so you can see. That's a little too far out, my bad. Thank you for working with me. Okay, all right, let me bring it down some. Bring it out a little bit. All right, so here we go. Let me do a little bit more. So this right here would be the property for the Excalibur, this square right here. And technically, let me see, what is this back here? Yeah, this is the parking deck. Okay, so that's the parking deck for Excalibur, which is pretty far from the property, but that's the parking deck. And here is the second drive. I think this drive is so cool. I'm a fan of circular drives. I don't know why. I think it's just a certain, I don't know, I just like it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. Pull down a little bit. So there is that second drive. And this kind of stuff is good to know, because sometimes when you arrive in Vegas, especially like on the weekends, because let me tell you something, people from California, from Cali, like Vegas is like their backyard. They do this every weekend. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you go to the main drive, it might be packed up with valet. And then right now with COVID, there is like a lack of employees. I don't know about on the strip, but just in general, across the world, I guess. But I know in the States, it's a lack of staffing. So, you know, your wait times may be longer than they used to be. But if you didn't want to, you know, use that main drive, you can come in to the second drive, and it's like a little back shot. All right. So this right here is their pool. Let me straighten this out for you guys. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's their pool area. And two, the Excalibur came out at a time when themed hotels was like the thing to do. Again, the property is 31 years old. So back in the early 90s is when a lot of these themed hotels were built. And I think the Excalibur probably like the most themed out hotel. But I know the kids do like it because it's a castle. Like, what kid doesn't love a castle? So that's pretty cool. But this is their pool area, and they have some really unique shaped pools. And I always wondered, like, when people design these pools, like, where do they get the concept from to design the shapes? Because it's just interesting. So also what I'm going to do is give you different shots, different angles. So if you're staying there, you can kind of say, you know what, give me a room facing the Tropicana. Give me a room facing south, so you can have an idea. Now, a lot of these rooms look inward into the castle. So here you go. So if you stayed in these rooms, then this is what you'd be looking at. Okay. They probably could use a little bit of little paint right there, you know what I mean? But again, it's 31 years old, so you gotta work with it. And so from this angle, this is pretty cool. That's a really cool shot right there. So now you know, when you get to the hotel, you can say, I prefer a room looking out at the strip and not looking in at the hotel, because you may not know, you know, when you first get there. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the good old Excalibur. And let me just find different shots, different angles. I think that's a pretty cool shot. And they may not look like it, but these properties, everybody, are huge. And the Excalibur is not even like one of the bigger ones, but it's still a huge hotel. Because you think in an average city, a hotel might have 100 rooms, 200 rooms. This has almost 4,000 rooms. It's not even close to being one of the biggest. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The very themed Excalibur Hotel, located on the famous Las Vegas Strip. Let's find a good shot that'll make her proud. Let's see. We pull out a little bit. Okay. Alright, I think that's a cool shot. Alright. I like having my ending shot being fresh. Okay, there we go. It's a pretty cool shot. Okay, so you can get a good idea of it. I be feeling these probably like, you know what I mean? Like I have stake in them and I don't. But it's all good because I love Vegas. And I love you for hanging out with me today. It's a treat. So again, also my goal with this channel is to not only kind of give you some insight on Vegas, kind of give you little tidbits about certain things, but I also want to inform you, I want to entertain you, and I want to most of all inspire you. So with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me, watching my channel, subscribing to me, liking, leave comments. I have yet to find out who owns the Luxor. Do me a favor, in the comment, leave it for me. I'm gonna leave that to y'all to do. So there you have it, the Luxor. I always do this, the Excalibur, my bad, the Excalibur Hotel. All right, so there's our closing shot. Again, stay fresh, stay respectful, stay well, and thank you. Deuces.